All right, guys, welcome to our online professional development classroom. So this is our virtual classroom, and it is designed to hold the sessions that we need throughout the summer and into the beginning and middle of the school year as we start to navigate this whole new opportunity of remote learning. We're going to call it an opportunity to keep ourselves in a good mindset. So as you heard from Miss Alicia, whether you're in Plan A, B, or C, students will always have the option to be able to work online virtually. So we each could have at least one student in our classrooms working remotely. And that's why, in order for us to take on the true Montessori approach of a prepared environment, we want to make sure that we are fully prepared to take on any remote learners, whether it be in Plan A, B, or C. And this is quite a challenge. I know when we entered into it in March, it was a bit of a stressful situation, and we reacted as opposed to coming into that environment prepared. And so, as Montessorians, a prepared environment is essential to us, and that is what a majority of our summer training is going to be on. I know that we're all burnt out, and you probably have only had a few weeks of maybe kind of sort of relaxing, but then also stressing, wondering what this year is going to be like. So the idea of getting some summer professional development is a combination of joy and pain, I feel like. I know that it is a pain because you want to be able to relax, but a joy because it might provide you with a little bit of insight and planning to your school year. So with that being said, welcome to our professional development classroom. As you see on our whiteboard, we are looking at session 1 in our room today, and this is going to be considered our summer session. Session 1, if you look over to the right where the office door is here, session 1 is going to be all about preparing your online environment. And in our virtual classroom here, there's a couple of live things happening that are important. When you get the link to this virtual classroom, which you've already gotten, you clicked on this immediately, and this is the video you're listening to right now. So from there, also in this environment, you'll see the book here, What to Do When You Don't Know What to Do, and then another live link over here to go to the conference room for session 1, and then our virtual professional development library. Each of these are going to always, this will always be housed in our online virtual room here. The videos will change out throughout the year. The sessions will change in the conference room, and the book will change as well. To explore a little bit further, if you would like, once you finish this video, the first thing you're going to do is click on the blue book here, What to Do When You Don't Know What to Do. This is going to just be a little bit of getting our mindset ready and prepared for this. As I said, the idea of having to do work in the summer is a bit of a gut punch, but also a little bit of a little peace of mind, perhaps, in terms of being able to prepare. Now, I've sat through a lot of different webinars and read a lot of research and papers and learning all kinds of new things about the pedagogy and how we teach when it's online. And I've tried to summarize very quickly what this is here in this Google slideshow. And when you get into this slideshow, you'll see that there's always a live link here. This is my Bitmoji that I've created. Another thing you're going to notice throughout session 1 is I'm going to try to share with you things that I've learned, apps that I'm using, because it's all about student engagement as well when we're remote. So with this presentation here, I'm just trying to help you get a good mindset. I need you to go through each of these slides, listen to what we have to say so that you can get your heart, your mind, and your soul ready for what we have ahead of us. This will take about 15 minutes to go through this book of What to Do When You Don't Know What to Do. And again, that'll be a speaking presentation. Over here is a virtual PD library. It will always be here. I'll show you what that looks like again in a minute. And then through the conference room door is where you'll find session 1 of our prepared environment. But before we do that, I wanted to go over a little bit about what I've done over this summer, just very quickly. Summer kind of started, March kind of started where I just wanted to hide under a table. I wanted to crawl under there first and then hide. I didn't want to come out. I wasn't sure that it was worth it until we knew that things were over. But eventually I crawled out from underneath the table and put my big girl panties on and figured out that I would be able to be of best service to you if I could figure some things out over the summer and get you guys prepared. So I started to do that. And I got my groove back and started what will be our professional development tracker. For this summer, you're going to be using a PD tracker to carry out 4 required professional development sessions for remote learning and 2 of your choice. And we'll go over that in a minute. But one important thing for you to see is when you click on this live link in the conference room, it takes you to a video that explains to you a little bit about this tracker. To know how to use this for your professional development, I'll review it very quickly, but the how-to will also be here in this video for you. Once I created the how-to tracker, I also created that virtual help center, which you also saw in my office, my PD office. This virtual help center is another live link, and it is awesome because it'll lead you to ways you can get help and find videos. And then by the end of this, you guys becoming your own efficient people in all the different learning platforms and the virtual help center. Between all of that, when you guys get stuck, you will be a community of experts and you will have each other to rely on. So that is step 1 in preparing our environment. We must prepare ourselves before we can even get our environment ready. And that involves learning all of the learning management systems and platforms that we need to utilize as a school in order to carry out our lessons and our work. And so this is what you'll find here in our conference room for session 1. How to use your PD tracker, the virtual help center, and asking a colleague for help. So let's take a look at the virtual help center here so you can kind of get an idea of what that looks like. The virtual center is here, and when you open it up, it is my library. I'm still notice my Bitmoji is in there, and she is here to help you at all times. On the shelf here are all of the lessons you can take very quickly through YouTube. Each of these are no more than 10 to 15 minutes, some of them even way less, when you have questions, such as being able to customize a Google form header, or being able to customize a Google signature, being able to organize your drive. All of these things are in these different slides, and they'll help you. There's room for more, so this will be a living library of resources for you as you move along throughout the school year remotely. So this is what your virtual PD library is. Again, for session 1, you're watching this video now. You'll need to get your mindset through this book here and some of the research I found over the summer. And then you'll need to go into your conference room where you will find links and the ability to learn how to use the PD tracker that I'm sending to you. I'm sharing it with you via Google. And you can again refer to the Virtual Help Center as you're carrying out your professional development. And then by the end of it, we'll all be experts. So when we're stuck or when we are struggling, we can ask a colleague for help. I appreciate you all so very much, and I'm in tremendous debt and have such gratitude for how you guys handled and marched through grabbing the bull by the horns all the way to June. And so I look forward to us being able to respond with a prepared environment when we start off this school year rather than react. And I know that it will be an incredible experience for us as we do it together. I will see you guys soon. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out, email me, and I will do my best to help you out.